Hello everybody. Happy Tuesday in December. I'm working on some florals and I wanted to share a couple of them with you. This is a little window box that I've been working on. I usually have this in my kitchen window, and that's probably where I'll put it again. But I decided to change it from last year with the new floral arrangement. But this is from everything that I already had. I didn't have to buy anything. I had these two evergreen bunches that they were kind of a spray shape, and they were full of these. They had a lot of these papery artificial Christmas tree branches in them as fillers, and I didn't care for those, so I took them out. I have a whole bunch. There's more back in this bowl here. And when I took all that out, they made really nice sprays, and so I used one spray on this side and another one on this side. It didn't come with the bird. I added that later. And then I just added some little stems that I had that had fallen off Christmas trees or wreaths that I had in the past. And I made a flower arrangement out of some poinsettias that I had. And there were too many for the flower arrangement that I wanted to make, so I pulled these poinsettias out of the bunch, and I cut the wires, and I put them in here instead, and I like them here so much. And then that's an old stuffed candy cane that's been with me for years, a little decoration that's been with me for years. So this is one of my favorite things that I've done this year. To me, what's more fun than decorating is creating things like this, flower arrangements and things. I was watching one of my favorite channels to watch. There's a channel called Decorating for You by Dory, D-O-R-I. And she has a mobile home up in the north, and she decorates for Christmas in very homey and retro style, I guess you would call it. But she made a really beautiful arrangement that she put by her fireplace, and that inspired me to do more than I usually do. So, and I had learned how to do some flower arranging in the past. I used to work at Rogers Gardens Nursery, that's down in Newport. I believe it's in Newport Beach, but it's down near the beach. And I worked there in the mid-70s, and I was working in the indoor plant room, but they also had a florist room that was right off of the plant room, and I used to watch the florist put together these really beautiful designs, and so I was watching them one day on my break, and I just said, you know, how beautiful they were, and they said, oh, you can learn how to be a florist if you want. And I didn't imagine that I would ever have any talent for it, and I don't know why. I found it so intimidating. I think it's because I knew that not only you had to be creative, but continually creative, but you also had to be very fast. And I think it was those two things that intimidated me at the time, but I was only 20 years old, so you know, I think given time, if I'd seen it done enough, I probably would have been willing to try. But I really enjoy trying now to do different arrangements. So this was the one that I did, and then this is the other one that I did. I used my mason jar here. Now, I did ideally want a prettier vase to do this in and then just use this on my front porch, but this was all I had this year, so this is what I used. And this is a lot of different flowers and stems in here. We have some long leaf eucalyptus back here. Everything's artificial, and some pines, and we have some little berries in here that are also, everything's artificial. And then we have these stems that what I did is I took 3 of these together and taped them together with some heavy white tape and made these little bunches in here. And here's a pine cone. It's kind of slipping down on me. I might have to fix it, put it up higher somehow. And then I have some holly leaves underneath here, and these sparkly white little leaves, and these flowers. So I'll step back so you can see what it looks like. And most of this came from Amazon. Some were things that I had from before, but there are some newer stems from Amazon. I used to have a really beautiful poinsettia plant that looked so real. It was artificial, but it looked so real. And it was missing when I moved, so that was the end of that. And I looked for more. I looked for another one that was like it, and even though I've seen artificial poinsettias everywhere, I never was able to find one like the one that I had. So I decided this year to get some flowers from Amazon and make my own. Now I was even going to, after being inspired by Dory, I was going to look for some either pale green or even teal poinsettia flowers, artificial poinsettia flowers, but the ones that they were selling, they were gigantic. They were all for either Christmas trees, to stick in a Christmas tree like a stem, or put in wreaths, or put in those really huge heavy garlands that have been popular this year. And none of that is what I wanted to do. I just wanted them for this little pot. And they were way too big. They were about 7 inches or 8 inches across, and I couldn't find anything small. So we had to stick with only red this year. But I think they look nice. They look, they're tiny. They're kind of, they look like a little bit like silk. They don't look like the plant that I had, but I do like them a lot. And I love all these little different white flowers and little stems. I think those were really one of the best parts to be able to decorate with this year. So I'm doing some more painting, and then my rug did come. It's in the hallway. There's my rug waiting to be unfolded and spread out. It looks like I'm going to have some iron pressing to do with it before it'll be done. Oh, and I meant to say that the way that I was cutting those stems, the flower stems, was with these clippers from that I got on Amazon. Now, some of the stores like Michael's and Hobby Lobby do sell the stem cutters. Don't try to use your regular scissors, because it's not only, it probably wouldn't work, but you could wreck your scissors if you try to use your good scissors cutting things like this. But have a nice week, and I hope to see you when I come back with some other things. Thank you for being here today and watching.